to Nobody's Favorite Podcast featuring Matt and Hector.
Yo, who was that? That was my fucking cat or something? Sounds like a fucking cat, bro. The fuck
What's
is
up,
that?
guy?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Yo, can you make that sound one more time? Cause let me hear it again. Bro, you sound like a Kia horn that needs to go on recall.
Oh man, it's been a long week,
Bro. Oh my
none to
god.
say. Yeah, we'll get into my situation here after a bit. It's been an interesting 2 weeks. Let's start this podcast off by saying welcome to everybody that's come here. If you're watching it on the live or you're watching on the replay, welcome. We are a new podcast and we are in the process of growing. I have a channel myself. If you do not know who I am, my name is Matt. I am no giggity, no clout on YouTube. I'm probably about 218 subs away from 1,000. Yeah, so slow grind. I post very randomly.
Of
But
course,
yeah,
it is a slow grind.
yeah, it is a slow grind. But yeah, and just so everybody knows, we are here for entertainment, and we want to just not as much to the gig tube. We want to bring just entertainment to the world. So I think this is the collab that not a lot of people thought they needed. So, all right. So let's start off with the introduction. Blaze is in the chat. Rydell, what's up? He said, "Yo,
What's up? Right, that was my guy, bro. That's it. What's up, my boy? How you doing? How you doing?"
So, all right. So I think we need to start off by letting everybody know. As you're coming in, people, we have 3 people watching right now. If you can't hit the like button, that would be tremendous. I want to start off by doing an introduction. So just so you guys know, I have a kind of a rap sheet here. We'll do this every week, and of course, this is our first podcast, so it's not going to be the best, but we're going to get better as we go. I'm still learning StreamYard, and I'm doing all the StreamYard stuff, so I'm trying to get everything going and stuff like that. I'm also going to take shorts out of our lives, and I will post shorts daily of funny stuff that's happened or whatever, because we all know that Hector's off the cuff and he's just completely crazy. So, all right.
Well, why the fuck you calling me crazy, bro? That's not disrespectful, man. Why the fuck do you even say that? Don't even know who the fuck I am. You already calling me a nutty fucking guy over here, bro. That's just ridiculous,
it's okay.
man.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, it's all right, yeah.
Hey, it's all right. It's
I guess
just,
nut is in my middle name, right?
You just gotta give the people what they want. Heck that. All right, so let's start off.
Oh my god.
Tell the people who you are. You do not have a channel, but you are in the process. This is your, I guess, let's say you're popping your cherry here. So, everybody, for those of you that have never seen Hector on any of the Gig Wars officials, live streams, or the lounge or anything like that, this is Hector's face. He got lined up real good, got his beard trimmed up. I mean, guy's looking
Bro, look
good.
at that. I look like a Dalmatian, bro. Look at my head. My head look like a straight up Dalmatian, bro. And I definitely got more than 101 gray hairs.
Tell these people who you are, what brought you to YouTube, how long you've been on, how long you've been going to the lounge, stuff like that.
Oh, I've been around the block. You know what I mean? Yo, that's somebody that I know real close over there. What's up? I will reveal at the end who that is, but just just been jumping from stream to stream, and I was one on the lounge and stuff like that. Shout out to just speak.
Okay. Hold on. Either your connection just got really crappy, because hold on. Nobody's hearing a word you're saying. Okay. You there? You're frozen. You're frozen. You're frozen. You're frozen.
He's also doing that. To uh, uh, you know, if you want to go check out their channels. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, we're back
okay.
live. Yo, you made me sweat.
Okay. Listen, I don't know what happened, but you completely glitched out. Everything you said was completely, like, as soon as you started talking, everything just shorted out. I can hear you. You're fine. Yeah, talk.
Are you
talk.
sure?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, now I can hear you. Now go. Bro got that Dominican Wi-Fi, he said.
Bro, you see, yo, right?
There you
I
go.
should not told him about my nationality. So now he's gonna roast me again. And then he's like, "Let's go to Dominican Republic." Hey, yeah. So I was basically on, Flex's Lounge. Shout out to Flex. Shout out to Necro. To give everybody an outlet for them to speak their mind and to talk pretty much about anything. We are, these channels are basically people that do gig work like Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, Grubhub, any type of gig work you're looking for. And, towards the end of the shift or during your shift, you're allowed to go on and speak your mind. So I started there. And I also found Gig Wars officials. Shout out to Red. Shout out to Cray Cray. They were also there. And I met this crazy white boy over here. And I was just like, yo, there's something about him. I needed to, hit him up on email. So I was like, yo, bro, I think we could do something. Let's do a channel. Here's my number, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny, bro. Like we've been talking for like 2 weeks for like 4 hours each time, bro. Like, man, I remember, like, I don't even know the last time I was on the phone like that, bro. Like, I think I went over my minutes or something. They're about to take away my minutes, bro.
It's Cricket Wireless ran over.
Yeah, bro. We was just talking, and we was just like, yo, let's just do the channel, bro. And it was like, so what type of channel we're gonna do? I'm like, bro, to be honest, we're just gonna be ourselves. We're gonna be stupid and we're gonna be smart at the same time. You know what I mean? You know that? So yeah, so that's what we're doing, man. I'm really hype about this. Obviously, for us, this is a pilot, but and we're just testing ourselves out right now. But I know we're gonna do great things. I know we have so many things that we talked about. There's so many things I could bring to the table and give not only Matt some knowledge about that we talked about, like real estate. Also maybe how to kind of fix your credit, kind of have a little hack. So. But this is all for entertainment purposes because I don't have no money. You come after me for a lawsuit. I only got AirPods, bro. Don't even think about it. I'm fucking poor. All right.
He's only got one. Poor. Look at his ears. He's only got one.
Yeah, look at that. And it's about to die any second now, too. You saw my Wi-Fi? Try to kick my Wi-Fi router like 3 times, bro, just so I could get 3 megabumps. You know what I mean? So, yo, all right. So check this out. All right, yeah. So we just here, man. We live and we just being fucking goofballs, bro. But we bringing something different. And on top of that, with the whole glitch gate that occurred, and this is real talk. There was a lot of, in my personal opinion, a lot of negativity that was going on in the gig space with channels just rebuttaling about the glitch and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe it's about that time to bring some positivity, be funny, and just curse you out if you're going to act stupid. Yeah, you're going to hear it from me. You know what I mean?
I mean, he curses me out daily. Yeah,
I call you a fucking, all types of stuff. We can't say it here, but I call you all types of stuff.
GFYM. But I'm telling you, that's gonna be a t-shirt one day. I promise.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna get the cartoons and everything. Right, you know what I mean? Right. You're gonna go like this. Yeah,
so just so everybody knows, he makes fun of me. So for those of you that have watched my from my No Giggity channel, a lot of my stuff I go like that in my thumbnails, and he will literally, like earlier he was flaming me. He's like, when you went
bro, yeah.
I was like, I go like
these type of faces, bro. Nah, it wasn't like that, bro. Why are you being so humble? It was like this. Yo, you go like this and like this, and I'm like, yo, what the hell, bro? Like,
he's a fool. He's a
You're just
fool.
doing all types of stuff, bro. Like,
Capper.
what the fuck? Yeah,
Capper.
yeah, yo. Go fuck yourself, huh?
Go
Anyway,
fucking
so
die, bro.
yeah.
GFYM.
Oh, you already said it. Now everybody knows.
That's why it's gonna be a T-shirt. We're gonna have to make that a T-shirt.
Oh,
All
oh
right.
yeah,
So,
definitely. So, how was your day, man? How was your day? Did you work or
man,
what?
listen. So just so everybody knows, I kind of been on this pilot where I've been doing earn by time a lot. Basically for statistic reasons, I've been trying to raise my acceptance rate above an 80 because I want to test out to see if I get better orders at 80% on earn by offer. Today started out, the first couple orders were really good. But then I got a 14.9 mile Chick-fil-A. What was it? One chicken sandwich. And I drove all the way there.
Time out. Hold on, fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Can we pause for a sec? Did you say that you went 14 miles to deliver a petty ass chicken sandwich, brother? Yes?
14 miles on earn by time.
One chicken sandwich. One
chicken sandwich, no drink.
This is what I'm gonna do.
So yeah. So listen. So I drive 14.9 miles for one chicken sandwich. Okay. I was 2 miles from the restaurant. So theoretically, it was like 11 miles. So I drive there. I get there and it's a leave at my door. So I'm like, okay, whatever. The girl's outside. Everybody that watches my channel knows I do the creep cam stuff. I usually wait till the person's walking away with the food, and then I'm like, psh, hit them with the camera, send it to the chat. You know what I mean? And so right on knows where this is going. So I get there and I take the picture, hit confirm, delivery complete, hand it to the customer. As I'm walking away, it says that I made $6.20 for 14 miles. And I had $0 tip. So I paused and I turned right around and I said, hey, just so you know, you might want to be more considerate of your drivers that are bringing you your food clear out here, being that you're so far away. And actually, no, I'm sorry. This wasn't Chick-fil-A. This was a McDonald's order. It had ice cream, a hash brown. It was weird. It was like 3 McFlurries, a sweet tea, and some breakfast sandwiches. Completely random order. Okay. I had another one right after this. That was a Chick-fil-A. That was also a no tip. But anyway, so I called her out on it, right? Said it to her face. I didn't want to put it in the chat, nothing like that. So I said it to her face. I said, hey, yada, yada, woo, woo. This is how, be more considerate, right? She looks at me with the fucking most RBF face. And she goes, I don't give a fuck. And at that moment, I was like, what the fuck do you even say?
I said, who the fuck are you talking to like that?
I said, have a great day. Enjoy your fucking melted fucking McFlurry. So I walked out of my car. I'm pissed. I'm madder than hell because now I got to drive back 10 miles to get in my zone, like 8 miles to get in the zone. So I drive back, right? I get back on the edge of West Virginia. They send me they send me another Chick-fil-A. They send me a Chick-fil-A. So I drive back in. I go to Chick-fil-A, get this Chick-fil-A. It was one chicken sandwich, but it had a drink. It did have a drink. So it's one chicken sandwich meal for like 9.6 miles, right? I drive clear out there. No fucking tip. $4 and fucking, or it was like $5 and like 62 cents. So I'm like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, fuck her by time. This shit's a joke. Like, you can't make no money on it. So at this point, I've already done like 6 deliveries on her by time. So I'm like, I want to see something. So I calculated my hours, calculated my money, and also this doesn't count the. So right now, the other day I posted a video when I posted the one about your rapid acceleration thing that was going on. So I posted behind that, I posted about the $2 incentive bonus that you get if you take earn by time offers over 5 miles. So in my area, they're offering, if you do earn my time, you accept an order over 5 miles, you get an extra $2. Okay.
That's great.
Well,
that's great.
The problem is that's it's 5 miles from the merchant. So if I have to drive it's 10, let's say it's 10 miles when I receive it, but I have 6 mile drive. I have a 6 mile drive to the merchant. So that makes it a 4 mile drive to the customer. You don't get that incentive. It has to be a 5 mile drive to the customer or more. And prime example though, if you do a 10 mile run from the merchant, you don't get $4. It's $2 pay for after 5. It's crazy. So anyways, I did a couple more orders. Regardless, I've been preaching this in a lot of my videos. When I do earn my time, they cap me. I'm capped at a certain pay in my area, and it's $17 to $17.50 an hour. So with those no tips I got, my hourly rate ended up being $11.25, whatever it was, yada yada, the normal pay. But they also, before that one I took that was so far, ended up being a higher dollar order in their eyes. After it was all said and done with them 6 or 7 orders I did, I was averaging $17.50 per hour. So as the day went on, I did 2 more no tips. That's the downfall of the by time. You just don't know. But I did get my acceptance rate clear up to an 82% at one time.
Yeah, so you good to go.
I'm golden.
Yeah.
And see, that's another thing. You need to talk about what's going on with you because you have had a very rough hell week. You actually was at a 0 acceptance rate at one point.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. One of the hardest weeks I've ever endured in my life. I had just purchased a car. I'm trying to save up for that. I got rent week, I got bills week, I got girlfriend week, I got all types of weeks, man. I got dog week. I mean, you name it, I got it, man. I turn around, my money gone. Right. So I noticed that in my market, they were doing something never done before, which is they are capping my earnings per an hour. They did it throughout the entire week. Now, there could be 2 things behind this. Number one, it could be, the fact that I'm making that $13.25, and or there's just way too many Spanish people out there. There's just way too many Spanish people out there, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're like 5
how many people?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, how many people are standing at your Chick-fil-A?
Bro, they're like 5 or 6 people. But the thing was that I was taking such bad orders, right? That the orders were coming out to me first, and they're all grilling me like I'm doing something wrong. And then they asking me like, "Oh, which order you here for?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Like, stop talking to me." I was about to curse this guy out in Spanish. And, I know Matt don't understand that shit, but I was going to say something in Spanish that, he wasn't going to like. And, in Houston, when you talk Dominican Spanish, bro, it's ghetto talk. It's ghetto Spanish. So I don't even think they'll understand half of the stuff I say. I'm also from New York, so I talk in a very fast, rapid rate. My mouth, if you want to compare it to a car, it's a Hellcat. It's a scat pack when I talk Spanish, bro. Oh, yeah. The acceleration goes heavy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I was about to say, yo, mamá huevo, ¿pero qué tú me estás diciendo? Tú no tienes que preguntar nada. Yo estoy aquí, yo estoy haciendo mi vaina y ya. No me preguntes de cosas así. Ya eso tu orden, ya. But I was, talking to Matt. I was in a nice mood. You know what I mean? So, everything was okay. But I got capped at $60 for 5 hours.
You did.
That was my cap. I got capped at $60 for 5 hours. That was the most I was making. I was real bad. The struggle was weird.
So you messaged support, and what happened?
So I noticed I was on a delivery, and I completed it. And then next thing you know, it says the amount, and it says that my acceptance rate is at 0. Now, mind you, I worked all the way up to 65%. I was down 32. And it took me till next week to get up to 65. I was so pissed. You have no idea. Bro, I mean, I probably moved my teeth with the amount of grinding that I was doing. Do Do you understand? I was grinding my teeth, bro. There was an earthquake in my mouth with the type of anger that I had, bro. I was fucking pissed. I call support. Support's telling me that there's a glitch. They don't know when to fix it. They don't know when they're gonna fix it. I'm freaking the fuck out. And I'm talking to a friend that's in, you know, Hannibal and Pedro's podcast. Her name is Kalaya. And I was talking to her, bro, and I'm like, yo, I need to go. I'm out, man. I'm fucking pissed. He's like, yo, call support. And that's what I did. But they you know, luckily for me, when I gave it to Matt, the info, they fixed it at the end of the night. But today was probably the worst day of my life. The worst Friday I've ever worked. They were sending me orders that I've never seen before. I only got like 2 diamond orders. I was already at 75. I declined so much garbage that I ended up taking a 3 for 3 just so I could stay at 70%, called it a day, went home. And yeah, that's just pretty much it. But yeah, I feel
here's
like,
you know, DoorDash, here's how your day sounded to me.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. And I can't even stand my smell. So I get out of my car and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that, bro?
So just so everybody knows, Hector has me on this
no. Oh, no.
And it's all these buttons,
I never
right?
introduced to this guy.
So we come across this thing, right? There's an app, all this stuff, right? And you can choose all these buttons. And they have some of the funniest, like, listen, this is a Chewbacca fart.
Chewbacca. I thought he was going to say Chewbacca. I would have helped you out there. Bro, that sounds really creepy, bro. And I have a forest behind me, so I wouldn't be surprised if I heard that sound from before. You know what I mean?
There's so many fart noises. What the? Oh, here's a Donald Trump fart.
Oh my god, bro. That thing is. You need to... Bro, that shit sounded so bad. It was wet, bro. That shit was... I thought I was farting in my fucking ear, bro. I got kind of worried, man. I was like, what the hell?
Hey, let's talk about the music video that dropped today.
So we saw Welty's, music video.
News in the chat.
Yeah, it was good. The U is here. Called the U. So... I'm gonna be honest with you, Welty. You have done better. It was good, but the one that you dropped from before was a hit. This one was good, but I like the other one better. I
my
gave it
favorite.
Go
ahead.
I gave it from a 1 to a 10. I gave it like an 8, but the other one was like a 9.5 from the time before. So, you know.
Okay. My favorite bar was $1,000 a week, no LOP. Catering order ready. Like I was like, oh shit.
Bro, Welty's he's a good one, man. He's very
hopping
creative.
around. He's hopping around in the bag and
yeah, he's doing like snow angels on the floor with
DoorDash
bags. Yeah. And, it's just fucking crazy, bro.
Shout out to Welty, man. Shout out to Welty, dude.
Bro, and the funny part is that if I was crazy enough to do bars like that, and my bars suck, bro. You don't even want to hear it. I would do snow angels with the DoorDash bag like that, just like him, bro. Like he's so fucking creative. Yeah, he's so creative, man. But shout out to him, man. That was a good one. That was a good one.
So, I don't want to talk a lot about the gig stuff, but I just want to bring this up. Everybody seems already talked about it, but I mean, Nugs got deactivated. Your thoughts?
I mean, I know he used DoorDash. That was probably one of his main sources of income, obviously. What happened to him was I don't know, I guess in a way taking advantage of the system, but DoorDash takes advantage of us, man. Like I was saying, this past week has been the worst week I've ever endured. And it's because DoorDash are doing things that are more for them and less for us. It wasn't like that back in the day. Back in the day when I worked in 2019, I was telling this to Matt. We would get minimum base pay of $5. Back in the day when I used to do Wendy's orders, you used to put the order in. You used to order the order. You would get $8 for that minimum, no matter how many miles. But it was a minimum. Like for example, if it was, let's say if it was 5 miles, I would get 10.25, and I'm placing the order.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and support back in the day. I remember I was telling him the story. One time I had a Wendy's order that I had to place. It was $8 to go 3 miles. The lady texts me during the drive-through, and she's like, "Oh, I need to change my address." And I was like, "Okay, can you put in the address?" The address was 4 miles away. And I said, "I don't think I could complete the delivery because I have to talk to support." So I explained to support that this lady changed her address and it was 4 miles away, right? They told me, "Can you deliver?" And I said, "No, it's too far." And they told me, "Well, if you deliver this, we'll give you an additional $6. And I was like, "What? Yeah, I'll do it for $6 extra."
Oh yeah,
man. Yeah, I chugged as I could with my Hyundai Sonata. I was like, "Yeah, you know what I mean?" Going through Staten Island, I was like, "Yo, what up?" And drop off the food. But support was really good. The point I'm trying to make is that they were, DoorDash had a proof of concept, right? And they were trying to go in every market. And when you're doing things that are proof of concept, you compensate the people that are helping you out to grow your company. Well, now they've grown so much and they have so much market share that now it's just about profits. And when you're all about profits, yeah, and then when you're about profits, who's getting the short end of the stick? It's us, right? So, I mean, yeah, the customers are paying all these fees and stuff like that, but really, we're the ones that are getting lowball because no matter what, now we're just getting base pays at $2, and now we're forced to work by an hour with earn by time if we want to make a little extra money. And that for me, I kind of don't like that because, I know Matt can do it. I don't know how he does it. Like if I don't know like how much I'm getting paid, I don't want to take the order, bro. So for me to blindly take an order and then just play the guessing game on confirm, like after I drop off the order, it takes some balls, bro. And it's like, I don't know if I could do it, but maybe I have to try it out. Maybe I have to do a different strategy. I have to do something different.
So I'm going to bring up my stats real fast because I did. Look at my zone right now.
Very busy. I'm telling you, they tempting you, bro. They want you to take your AR, bro.
No. Look at Earn My Time.
Oh, it's locked.
It's locked out. It's locked. So those of you who have never seen that, here, this is what it says when Earn My Time is locked out. It says we've reached capacity for Earn by Time mode. You can still dash in the Earn by offer mode or check back later. So,
bro,
here's my ratings. Here's my ratings. 4.99, 81 acceptance, 96 completion, 95 on time, and almost 4,000 deliveries. At one point, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, I was at a 39. But you've talked to me every day, so I've done Earn by Time religiously. And the crazy thing about the situation is, Hector, is the fact that I really don't see a lot of no tips. Today was the worst. I don't know what it is. It seems like in my market, the no tip Earn by Time offers, I see them more at the end of the month. Rydell can also verify that. And so can another guy named Charlie that's here. The fact is that, yeah. Plus, not to mention what I've had go on all week. So let me give a little background story of what happened. So for those of you that follow my other channel, my alternator went out in my car. So the alternator was just the start of the issue. So I had my alternator go bad. Well, then I fixed the alternator, and right before I fixed the alternator on the Cobalt, the Denali will not now shift out of park. It's stuck in the garage.
I couldn't believe that. Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
So now I have 2 cars, no money. I can't make nothing. I can't do anything. I can't do shit. So I'm like, damn, I need to invest in a bike. So I'm like, I'm tripping. So next thing you know, Rydell comes through. He runs me up to the parts store. I get the alternator. I'm like, I don't really want to spend this money, but I got to make money. So I go get the alternator. Boom. It was like 100 and I can't remember what it was. It's like 100. I told you the price, I'd be lying. But it was over $100. Okay. It was almost a couple $100. Well, then I had to buy a serpentine belt tool because I didn't have one. So in order to take the tensioner pulley and adjust it, all this stuff, Hector wanted me to make a video about it. It was just, and he'll even tell you, he'll verify this. Like it took everything it took like a 3-4 hour process to swap this alternator, and it shouldn't have taken that long. So anyways, I swapped the alternator, get it done, right? Leave the little belt on, belt was fine, whatever. Get it on, start it, everything's cool, chilling, great. Car's running, everything's fine. Rydell jumps me, gets my battery up, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave this thing run. I'm gonna go work. And I'm just gonna leave my car run the entire shift. I'm not gonna turn my car off. I go to fucking McDonald's, fuck it. I'm gonna leave it run. I go to a customer, I'm gonna leave it run, whatever. I'm gonna just take a chance, whatever. I gotta let that battery charge up, right? I finished the shift, no problems, whatever. I had a little bit of an idle issue, couldn't figure out what it was, but I was having that issue leading up to this for like weeks on end, months on end, and I was just driving through it. Well, anyways, so at this point, I'm trying to also figure out what the hell I can do with the Denali to get it out of park, and I'm just like, I'm running out of ideas. The main thing was I was thinking I needed to get an expensive scanner. It just wasn't in the budget right now, and it's a very expensive, cost-efficient thing to just try and do that and take a chance of it hopefully fixing the issue. So anyways, long story short, I end up getting a hold of the dealership. They tell me to this would have been yesterday. They told me to have a tow company bring the tow truck to my house, get the Denali, bring it to the dealership, all that stuff. Well, for those of you that know, when you take a vehicle to the dealership, always expect it to be double the price or even triple the price of what you would pay at a mechanic you probably trust, because they're going to hit you with a very expensive labor rate. They also have, their fees for their diagnostics, just whatever, the company's got to get paid. Technicians got to make money. So it's understandable. But the problem is the labor rate. So there's going to be an upcharge on parts, but you got to think the parts that they're buying are going to be factory parts. They're not going to be parts from AutoZone. They're not going to be parts from O'Reilly's, Advance, whatever, Napa, whatever. They're going to be general, in my case, General Motors parts, which would be AC Delco. So they called me back yesterday. The tow was $90 for like 5 miles. So that struck me.
I wish I could get a DoorDash order for that. $90 for 5 miles.
$90 for 5 miles?
Oh, Lord, bro. I would, you know what
I would do? You're not going to see those because you ain't in the LOP. Like, hey.
I know, but if I did, bro, I told my girlfriend, let's go right now to the Olive Garden. You know what she's going to do? She's going to smack the fuck out of me and be like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let's go get Dominican food.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, that's also another thing. Ridiculous. Everybody, just a heads up. So, this podcast is not just a StreamYard thing. We're working on something in the long run of me coming to Houston.
Breaking news. Breaking
news. First episode coming to Houston. Don't know when, but it's going to be sometime soon. I'm going to get. I'm trying to do it before this guy gets on the LOP. So we're going to do a little bit of a little dash for cash challenge off with each other. I'm going to go for a couple of days, spend some time down there, see everything. Hector's talks crazy about these barbecue spots and stuff like that. So I kind of want to see what's going on down there. I ain't never been to Texas, so I think it would be a really fun trip. So, but other than that, so the dealership calls me, right? And he says, Mr. Matt, I have to tell you, we found a coolant leak. First off, this guy is stumbling on trying to tell me what's wrong with my car. Possibly the worst service writer I've ever heard in my life. I've done service writer work at a dealership, at a body shop, whatever, at a small mechanic shop. I've done it all. Mm-hmm. I know how when you call somebody, you have to call them with confidence, and they have to believe that that's what's wrong with your car.
Absolutely.
So he's like, well, you have a small coolant leak, lower radiator hose. I'm like, okay, that doesn't stop it from shifting out of park. What's going on with that? Oh, well, yeah, so we found out that your vacuum booster that's going to your brakes is causing your brake assist to kick on. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so you need to replace the vacuum booster, right? And he's like, yeah. After parts, you're looking at $195 for parts. And when he said that, my fucking heart dropped. I'm like, here comes the
It's a
bomb with the
dealership,
labor.
bro. What do you expect, man? That's
I'm
how I
like,
told you.
here comes the bomb. Here comes the bomb with the labor. And I said, okay, what's the labor? And he said, it's going to be about $450, $400 around there. And I was like, okay, so what are you telling me it's going to cost? He said, oh, you're going to be looking at about $637 and some change. And I said, so I'm looking at $650 to have this car back on the road, right? Mind you, I still have a car that's acting up. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I cannot win, bro. And then what was it? Earlier in the week, I smoke a fucking tire in the Cobalt on a dash. I just finished a dash. I smoke a car.
You want me to really break it down for you, bro? Because I think your head was in a whirlwind this week, huh? It was in a whirlwind, huh? All right, so check this out. Yeah, he's been having electrical issues a little bit with his car. His car's been shutting on and off, right? So then we talking, and I told him, yo, bro, I'm gonna hit you up later. I'm gonna go eat for lunch. So whatever, I come back from lunch, and he sends me a picture of his freaking tire. It looked like it'd been in freaking war. That thing exploded, bro. That was not a tire. That looked like freaking, like what is that, bro? Like, yo, it looks like somebody put like a C4 there, you know, bro. So like he shows me that, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So Rydell went to go pick him up. They changed the tire.
Charlie
right?
did, but yeah.
Charlie
didn't answer. Rydell was his phone was on fucking mute. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, so then he does that, and then he's like, bro, I gotta really take this Denali in because he's had it there for a few days. I told him, bro, I mean, you can't start it, you gotta tow it, right? So he ends up towing it. And one of the really fucked up things, bro. This is why I don't fuck around with dealerships, bro. I hate dealerships when it comes to service, guys. And I want to give you a PSA about that, a public service announcement, right? When your car gets broken, unless if it's a really advanced car, take it to a cheap mechanic. Most of the time, they have the scan tool. They'll be able to fix it. Brake jobs. If you have a mass airflow sensor that you need to get fixed, or any other thing, like take it to a regular mechanic. You do not need to take it to a dealership. Dealerships, right off the bat, regardless of what you tell them, you could tell them all you need to do is put a little bit of air in my tire. They're automatically going to charge you a diagnostic fee.
Yep.
Whether you have a check engine,
minimum $125.
Whether you have a check engine light or not, that's automatic $125. Even if they can't find anything wrong, they're gonna be like, okay, no, you have nothing wrong, or we already did it. We're not gonna charge you, but you still owe us $125. You go to a mechanic and I know mechanics are tough, so
you can still have a diagnostic with them, but it just won't be as much.
Sometimes I have a mechanic myself. He does it for free. And it's all about finding the right people. Yeah, exactly. So you find the right people. They run the scan tool for free, and if you tell them what's wrong with it, they don't even need to run the scan tool. I mean, it's just quite ridiculous. But anyways, so he takes it to the mechanic. They call him first, and they said, "Hey, did you have any issues with the brakes?" And he's like, no. And he says, I'm a certified master tech, blah, blah, blah. I know about cars. I just need you to reprogram the brake assist because it's just not coming out. So the guy says, okay, we'll call you back.
System.
Right. Exactly. So then he tells me that over the phone. We're in the middle of a lunch rush, mind you. And I'm over here like punching the freaking air because I have only made like $50. And, at least Uber helped me out this week. Thank God for Uber, bro. But anyways, so I'm going to lunch again. And then, of course, I don't know. I think it's a lunch curse that I have with you. Every time I tell you I go to lunch, something bad happens to you, bro.
I didn't even think about that. That's so true.
Yeah, I just thought about that right now, right? So, he calls me up and he texts me. He's like, yo, the dealership called me back. And he tells me, bro, listen, they told me that I need to change this. I need to change that. And it's going to cost me $600. And I'm like, bro, that's kind of cheap. I thought there was going to be in the thousands, especially with the 18 Denali. They love to that build. They love to put it for 1,000. They're shooting for 1,000, right? Okay, whatever. 600 is not that bad. So this is the exact words that came out of Matt's mouth. So, when will the car be ready? Because I could pick it up by Saturday. No, the car will be ready by tomorrow. Tomorrow is today. Okay, so we're talking and stuff. It's like, yo, bro, maybe you should call up the dealership and see what's up. I mean, that car should be ready. It's like 1 o'clock,
like
1:30.
2:00. It's like 2
2
o'clock at this point.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. Yo, so tell me how I come back from lunch, and I come back from lunch yet again, and I guess you hit the trifecta when they said that the car was not going to be ready till Monday or Tuesday. Now, Matt's a very calm white boy. Okay. If he had some Dominican blood in him, yo, bro, I would have came in there with the chancleta. I would have came in there with the belt. I would have went some old school Dominicans. I would have been like, yo, ¿quién quiere un correazo? I would have been like, yo, who wants the belt, my boy? I'll come in there with the belt. I'll fucking chuck a chancleta. You better give me my car today, my boy. My boy, you better give it to me today. But Matt has patience because I guess he's already endured enough bullshit. So I guess when this was the icing on the cake, he was like, I'll just do a podcast with Hector tonight.
But I mean, that wasn't the end of it.
Week,
was it? That wasn't the end of it, though.
Why? Why wasn't that the end of it?
So earlier we were doing our little pre rundown of kind of like how we wanted to start the show and everything like that. We're doing like a live, back and forth together on StreamYard, just in the studio together, right? And I'm like, my buddy Charlie texted me and he was like, hey, it's very busy. And I'm like, man, you're capping. And I look at my phone and I show you, and it was the same thing as it was just now. And you're like, turn it on. And I was like, oh shit. I said, I'm gonna turn it on. You're like, no, don't. Your car, you know what I mean? Like whatever. I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna try it. I turn it on. First offer, boom, big lots. 875, 7 point some miles. I'm like, first decline already. I'm like, you're like, shut it off. And I was like, no. I was like, hold on. There's usually one right behind it. They got in the queue. Let's just see what happens, right? Boom! $20, 11 miles. I'm like, you're like, you have to take that. I'm like, all right, bet. I'll take that. So it's Logan's Roadhouse. I knew it was going to be ready. Logan's is probably about 3 miles from my house, 2.5 miles from my house, if that. So I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm going to have about a 9-mile drive, 10-mile drive. And get there. Everything's cool. Pick it up, whatever. I'm on the phone with you. We're chopping it up, whatever. I get to the customer. So mind you, this is the drive time said that he said you should let the sandwiches out of the mechanic.
Oh, fuck out of here. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, you're fucking right.
So anyways, I get to the mechanic, or I get to the mechanic. I get to the customer. I drop off the food, this, that, and the other, and I start leaving the customer, right? And I'm coming down this hill, and it's a fucking, bro, it's like this, like fucking incline, right? I start going down this hill.
Mm-hmm.
And I start going down this hill, and my car dies.
I couldn't believe it when you told me that, bro. I couldn't believe
car
when
dies.
you told me that.
So mind you, I'm on this fucking incline, and I'm like, I'm just gonna put it in neutral. I'm gonna ride this thing out until I can't go anymore, right? And as I'm going, like tough power steering, I'm still trying to start the fucking car in neutral, and it's just and it's just dead battery. I'm like, how's my battery dead? I've let my car run most of the day. Like my shit should be recharged. I'm tripping, right? I pull down here to this there's like abandoned garage, nobody around, dude. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, man, dude, what do I do? So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, man, I don't know what to fucking do. There's no traffic, nobody's around. And I get a hold of Rido, and I'm like, hey, yo, you're like, well, yada, yada, woo, this is the deal. This is where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. He's like, man, I just got a catering order. I'm doing it, yada, yada, but I can come as soon as I'm done. He's like, okay, I'm about 25 minutes away just from, where I'm at right now, this, that, and the other, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Well, then this old man comes up. I'm probably sitting there for about 5-6 minutes. This old man pulls up in actually the driveway behind me. And I'm like, hey. I was like, hey, buddy, could you jump my car?
Yeah.
And he looks at me with the dumbest fucking look, like, you idiot, coming over here with your earrings, your hat backwards. You know what I mean? He's like, and he's like, hold on. And he turns around, spins that F-150 around, that 99 F-150 around, pulls right behind my car, and jumps my car. This guy didn't know me from Adam. Jumps my car.
Right.
Get a hold of Rydell. We meet at the Sheets in our area. He follows me the rest of the way home. I had to drive it in low gear, but I ended up getting home. So, long story short, I take the battery out. I go to Sam's Club. Okay. Sam's Club is apparently the place to buy batteries. Let me just tell you right now, let me drop you a gem. I paid $149 and some change for a battery, and that was after my core swap. Every battery at Sam's Club, no matter what price it is, at least in my market, at my Sam's Club, is $134.99, no matter what battery it is. So as long as they have the battery in stock, you know what I mean, and you bring in your core, whatever, your old battery, it's $134.99 plus tax.
Yeah.
You go to the parts stores, some of them batteries are over $200. So you're saving $50, $60, $70, $80. And in my eyes, that membership's worth it just for stuff like that. Because what is it? $30 for a 1 year fee? I think it's the minimum.
So for me, because I'm a T-Mobile, I have Visible and I have T-Mobile. Sometimes on T-Mobile Tuesday, they will throw you a gem where you can get the Sam's Club membership for $15, and on top of that, they give you a $15 gift card, so it's practically free.
Right? And don't you get Netflix as well? You said.
Oh yeah, so with my T-Mobile account, I get Netflix as well. This guy paying $22. That's just
21 and some change for Netflix. 21 and some change for Netflix.
Bro. Yeah, fuck you, Netflix. Go fuck yourself. And yeah, so I mean, for me, I get good deals with T-Mobile, but the service sucks. It's kind of like you take the good, you with the bad. You know what I mean? So,
and I have T-Mobile. Yeah, I have Metro, but yeah.
Yeah, see, Sam's Club, they got a lot of stuff. I mean, my girlfriend loves Sam's Club, bro. And we always say the same shit before we go to Sam's Club. We're just buying one thing, a rotisserie chicken. And then we end up spending $200. She's at the clothing aisle. I tell her all the time, stop going to the clothing aisle.
That happened on one of Red's lives, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was like right before we linked up.
Bro, you know what the problem was? We were supposed to go in and out. We already shopped for groceries, right? And I had a problem. I needed to poop very bad. and this girl is lost. And I'm on the live and I'm like saying, like, yo, what should I do? Should I ditch her? I have the car keys. Like, I need to go use the bathroom. Like, this is a life or death situation. And meanwhile, while I'm toughing it out and I'm sweating my life away, I'm starting to take the samples to like distract my mind, but it only got worse. So when I saw her, I was like, yo, we need to dip. We need to dip. And yeah, I mean, but Sam's Club gets you like that. It's like IKEA. You know IKEA? You ever been to IKEA with your girlfriend and you're just like, I'm going to buy 1 or 2 items? And then I don't know what it is.
We went during COVID. It was like right before COVID or right after COVID. So it was really awkward. Like you had to like walk in a line and it was awkward. Like I haven't been there since, but we've talked about going back.
Bro, I'm telling you, that smell. IKEA has that smell, bro, that makes you want to shop, man. And this has been proven. These companies, these corporate companies, they use deceptive practices to make you shop more. They'll put things in certain ways. They'll attract you with scents. They'll attract you with like deals and stuff like that. And the famous Costco thing that I've seen on Instagram, for example, Costco and Sam's, they put the rotisserie chickens in the back and they don't put it in the front, and they lose money on it. Now you wonder why they want to lose money, because the highest margin stuff is always in the front. And they want you to go around the store in order for you to get the $5 chicken. Well, with IKEA, you're going to buy a desk, and the next thing you know, you need pencils, and then you go to the kitchen aisle. Oh, I need a garlic presser. Yeah, and then you got all this German stuff, and the next thing you know, you're the fucking boyfriend that's assembling a freaking cabinet like this big and this wide, and it's taking you 2 days to do it, Yeah. So, and you're just kicking yourself.
And you probably don't need half the parts that fucking it comes with it.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you don't even get a freaking Corona. You just like, here's a cup of water, take it. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So, but you know, that's how these corporate companies, they do that, and they this is how they take your money. And so when you say you're gonna go in there for one thing, and you know that like it's your kryptonite, you're not going there for one thing. Come on, let's not play the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right. Also, that's when you check out. They have the food, LOL.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. Between Sam's Club food and Costco food, you know how they have their food courts. Have you ever tried both of them?
I cannot compare the two because we don't have a Costco.
I've tried Costco pizza. Have you tried Sam's Club pizza?
No.
What?
I've had their glizzies. Pause. No pause.
Where
Raw
is it?
dogging. Where's it at? Here it comes. Listen, guys, hold on. So he learned how to do this earlier. His iPad's the only one that'll do it. My computer will not do it. It's something on his iPad. He
You
can
probably
do a
got like,
thumbs up.
yeah, you probably got like a fucking
Earlier,
IBM or a Dell or something.
I got an HP, my guy. So
Oh shit!
eventually,
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
So eventually, I wanna I wanna upgrade to an iMac. I've already been looking at them online, but I have had some issues with cars. So until then, I'm gonna do with what I have, and I'm gonna make it work. Side note, before I get too far, so guys, okay, I bought a GoPro. Okay, and I bought this GoPro thinking, man, I can go live anywhere and still use my phone. I can go live on YouTube. I can go live on our podcast. I don't have to use my camera up here on the computer. I can have a stationary camera, right? This fucking GoPro doesn't do live streams. It's a GoPro
because it's
7.
not the Hero 7. Yeah.
It's a Hero 7, and it has to be a Hero 8 and up in order to have live streams. And I paid $50 for it on Marketplace. You want to talk about somebody who was pissed? I'm like, oh my God, just add another thing, just one more thing. I just can't take anything else, right?
Bro, you should already known if it was $50, it's a joke. You know what I mean? You got screwed. I'm sorry, bro.
And that thing's got it's got an internal battery. I can't even change the battery on the damn thing. Like it's got everything's internal. Man.
Sometimes I just, you see this? This is your head.
Yeah, I just need to slap. Yeah, I know.
No, but it's okay. We all make mistakes. But anyway, so I was going back to the pizza, bro. It's a crime that you have not tried the pizza.
I'll have to try it when I get to Houston.
No. In Sam's Club, go get yourself a pie tomorrow. It's $10. You could get, bro. Listen to me very carefully. You could get the meat lovers for the same price. You could get the pepperoni and the cheese the same price.
Sounds like a mukbang.
No, it sounds like you need to get your ass fat and try all three of them and do a mukbang at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, man, bro, that thing is pretty good. Man. That's pretty good. That pizza is, well, that's one of the things I sacrificed when I came from New York to Texas is the pizza. There's no comparison. New York is number one. It will always be number one. Get the fuck out of here. It's not even close. Yeah, you don't eat pizza?
Bro, I got a Qdoba diet for the most part.
Are you serious? You don't eat pizza? Yeah. Why don't you eat pizza, bro?
Very seldom, man.
Huh?
Very seldom. Dude, listen. In the last few months, I've changed my whole diet. I mean, even think about it. Even when I eat that Mexican and stuff like that, I mean, I really don't eat nothing crazy. I mean, I eat rice and I eat like choy polo and stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, I'm not eating anything. It's like super greasy. I listen, I'll tell you right now, and Rydell can verify this. I was on this Qdoba diet for like 45 days straight. Qdoba every day, 45 days, right? It's the same thing for the most part every single day. At Qdoba. And no Chipotle, no nothing. Anyways, so we had a day. It was just bad, and I was like, it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm pissed. I'm like, I've made $32 since like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm pissed, right? I've declined a bunch of orders. My AR is terrible. My completion rate's terrible. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm going to Wendy's. I'm going to go get I just want some grease. I go to Wendy's and get a triple cheeseburger. Their deluxe, whatever it is. And I eat this fucking thing, dude. And I didn't eat the bun, nothing like that. So I just got like the boat or whatever they call it. Bro, that grease, my body felt so shitty after I ate that because I pretty much cleaned out my whole body like for like 45 days. Once I had that kind of grease in my body, it like rejected. Dude, I had the nastiest shit for like 3 days. And I felt bad. I mean, I felt like shit. Like, you know how I felt after the chicken nugget challenge? I felt worse than that.
And I commented on that too. I told you was gonna feel like shit, bro. That fast food, like you eat it for dinner, the next day you're gonna feel like trash. It's like guaranteed. You could put it in stone, bro.
It's all that like processed stuff. Yeah, I mean,
it's all that processed food, the oils they use, the meat. Like you don't even know where it's coming from, and then you feel like shit next day, and you're like, how? Like I don't feel like working. I'm agitated. I'm angry. I'm very sensitive. I have a lot of anxiety, and it's like it's the fast food that you're eating. Yo, I'm telling you, it affects you. Yeah, bro. But in Texas, you can't run away from that, bro. I mean, it's all over, bro. You got Whataburger. I got In-N-Out down the block, man. Man, life is rough out here, bro. You get fat real quick, man.
So let's kind of move forward here for our sports fans out there that are basketball fans. We had a huge trade yesterday. Damian Lillard was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks in a 3-team trade. I have the details here. The Bucks get Damian Lillard. The Blazers get Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton. I will probably butcher this guy's name. Tamani Kamara, an unprotected 2029 first-round Bucks pick and first-round pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. The Suns get Yusuf Nurkic from the Blazers, Nasir Little, Keon Johnson, and Grayson Allen. Your thoughts? Damian Lillard is the only player that went to the Bucks.
I'll tell you this much. When I first heard about that trade, I felt bad for Damian Lillard. He did not want to go there. Let's just call it for what it is. He wanted to go to Miami. He wanted to go to Miami, right? And also too, Giannis is also going to be a free agent in a couple of years, and there are big rumors. Giannis is. There's a lot of rumors out there. The Knicks, and people know me. I'm a Knicks fan, and I'm probably going to be a little biased, but the rumors are out there. There are reports that he really is liking the New York Knicks and where they're going. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Knicks have the cap space to sign him. Okay.
Well, they also dropped the ball the year Durant was available too, though.
Well, it actually saved us because look what happened in Brooklyn. They had the big three, and they only played 15 games together. And then James Harden was like, and then James Harden was being a diva. He's like, I don't want to play here no more. And then Kyrie Irving was, protesting, because he does Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is Kyrie. And then Kevin Durant was the only one playing with a bunch of scrubs. Like, I don't even know how he carried that team, but
they still almost won that playoff series too.
If it was inches, you remember that 3-point line? Yeah, he missed it by inches, bro.
Sucks to have a size 18 shoe.
Yeah, so in terms of what the NBA is going to happen this year, it's a great trade for the Bucks. I think you might see one of the best duos in a long time with Giannis and Damian Lillard, just because that Giannis has never had a volume shooter like that. I mean, the closest you could say is probably Drew Holiday. Maybe, but he's nowhere close. Damian Lillard can drop like 4 threes in a matter of 2 minutes, like this. You know what I mean? Giannis can go more inside. He doesn't if you look at Giannis's game, right? Giannis is more of an interior player. He's like, he's like he could go to the rack. He could take you to the rim. You always have to you have to double team him. And what Giannis has worked on so far a lot, especially the last few years, is his passing. his passing abilities have gotten really good.
He's also worked a lot on his 3-point shooting as well.
Exactly, but
and his foul shooting.
So, but like that's the thing. But that's not his strength. His strength is going interior. Now, when you're doubling him on the interior, well, now you have a volume shooter in Damian Lillard that is a knockdown three
at a high clip.
And what we forget is how clutch Damian Lillard is. He is one of the most underrated clutch shooters in the game. You know, so that looks good. Now with the Suns, what they got good role players. Now they made the trade for Bradley Beal, so now you have the three-headed monster with Devin Booker, you have Bradley Beal, and you have Kevin Durant, right? But what does that equal? No defense. Well, now you just made a trade. Well, now you have solid bench pieces. Grayson Allen, you know how he is. Bro, that guy's a dirty player, but he plays defense. He's a dirty man. He'll kick you in the nuts, but that's considered good defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, he's like the white version of Draymond Green, except he doesn't pass as much. Yeah. So, I mean, they got good role players. They play some defense, and they were lacking on the defensive end because, I mean, with the Suns, they have to outshoot everybody. That's the only way they're going to win. They have barely any defense on that team. But in terms of what the Blazers got, probably one of the worst trades I've ever seen.
Especially for a rebuilding team.
Right. You got only one unprotected draft pick in 2029. I mean, for Damian Lillard, you should have gotten three unprotected.
Everything else is protected.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he has the 2 pick swaps and 1 unprotected, right? Bro, I'm telling you right now, that is a bad deal. I'm telling you right now. And then on top of that, you get DeAndre Ayton. For me, he's very overrated. He's a very one-dimensional player. He plays some defense, okay. You know what I mean? And I don't think the Suns would. And let me tell you, he was the only interior guy on that team that could block, that could rebound. And if the Suns gave up on him like that, and they needed him badly, that goes to show you that he's not that good. And what was the other player that? Do you still have that up with the other player that came back?
That went where?
To the Blazers. I know it was DeAndre Ayton and who else?
The Blazers got Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton,
okay,
and Toumani Camara.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something that you don't know about. Breaking news for you: the Blazers are actually looking to trade him. They are looking to trade. Yeah, they're looking to trade Drew Holiday. Now that's a real rebuilding. Now I don't know what you're gonna get for Drew Holiday because he has a big contract.
You're not gonna get much.
But I mean, you could probably get a pick swap and maybe a role player that you have under control for a few years, trying to bring your salary cap down so you can have more money to sign players in the future. But when you really look at it, let's take Drew Holiday off the table. Let's say you get maybe an unprotected one and a role player. I mean, that's all you got for Damian Lillard. Literally, like, he was probably the best franchise player you've ever had, and that's what you guys came up with. And even for 1 second, if you even think about it, he didn't have a no trade clause. You know, Damian Lillard he didn't have that in his contract. So the Blazers front office could have traded him anywhere they wanted him to, right?
Oh, 1,000%.
They were trying to and they were trying to accommodate him, right? But I felt like they should have gotten a lot more. They struck out on that one. I felt like they could have gotten more. Now, if you're gonna tell me that they're gonna flip DeAndre Ayton, maybe you could get something for him. But in terms of me, I don't like the trade at all. I think the real winners of this trade are actually the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks. I mean, clearly, Giannis was talking about leaving. There's rumors that he wants to come to the Knicks. They said if they're not winning, that he might have to go elsewhere. Well, now the Bucks front office just hit a home run by getting Damian Lillard. And
I saw something earlier on ESPN. They were talking about the trade. So it was Woj. Woj broke the news, and then they asked the ESPN NBA crew what they thought of it. So they basically said, you know, Giannis has always said that the best player that he feels like that he works the best with has been Steph Curry. When they have played in all-star games and stuff like that, he feels like Steph Curry is the best point guard that has adapted to his game that you know matches his game the best. And in my eyes, I mean, you're not going to get Steph, but you just hit a very close second. Yeah, you died. Yeah, your headphone.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're back. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. I get that. I get that very much. You know what I mean? So like, for me, I just think that right now, if you look at the Bucks, I look at the Bucks right now. They are easily going back to the NBA Finals. You could just put that in stone because you know that Boston. I don't know if you remember, but the Celtics made that trade for Kristaps Porzingis to bring him to the Celtics. But you know who they gave up, right? They gave up.
Yeah, they gave up Marcus Smart. But what did they do? They also just dropped a supermax contract for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Without giving Jason and I think Jason Tatum's the best player on that team.
Oh, clearly. But I'm going to tell you right now, Marcus Smart, they're going to regret that trade. They are going to regret it. KP, for me, since he tore his ACL with the Knicks, he has not been the same. He put up some good numbers with the Wizards, but I'm going to tell you right now, he is not the same at all.
And not at all. He wasn't the same in Dallas.
And what the Celtics was really missing was a point guard. Now, if you have a pass, let's just imagine if Rajon Rondo can go back in time and go back to his age that he was. You put a Rajon Rondo on that team today, they're winning multiple championships. There's no question about it. The biggest problem with the Boston Celtics has always been passing, right? I mean, you saw when they took Miami to a 7-game series. Now, how did they come back? Remember, they were down 3-0. They made it to a 7-game series. How did they do that? Well, they started passing the freaking ball. And they had that problem the first 3 games when they faced Miami.
They separated from playing the 3-man game to actually playing team ball.
Exactly. And that was the biggest thing with Boston. So, to me, Boston, you look at the 76ers will compete, but, they probably get out of the second round. James Harden wants to leave. He wants to come back to Houston. He's tired of Joel Embiid. There's also rumors that Joel Embiid wants to come to the Knicks, and the Knicks have a very sexy trade package. They own, unlike many years ago where they barely owned any first-round picks, the Knicks, I think they have like 10 or 11 first-round picks.
They have that many?
Yeah, they have a lot of first-round draft picks. I think it's them and the Thunder. OKC right now, bro, they have so many number 1 draft picks, bro. They could be the next up-and-coming team. You got to watch out for them, too.
Watch out for Detroit as well. The Pistons are another up-and-coming team. They've drafted well, and so has Oklahoma City. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, so, the East is definitely going to be the Bucks. I don't see no other team beating the Bucks in a 7-game series. That defense of Giannis.
You don't think Boston can beat them?
No. Nope, absolutely not. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. KP is going to get injured again. Mark my words, he's going to get injured again. It's just a matter of time. That's all he does, bro. And he doesn't play solid defense. In my personal opinion, does not play solid defense. Even with the Knicks, when he was under Jeff Hornacek, when he was under Derek Fisher, he didn't play that good of defense, bro. His defense was average at best. Towards ACL, when you tear your ACL, you don't have the same hops as you used to. And it takes a lot of time in order for you to regain it. And that's if you regain it. And on top of that, you're a 7'4" guy, which you're putting more strain on it. So you might not ever get your hops again. So I feel like that was a bad trade for Boston. So that's why I'm going with the Bucks going to the NBA Finals. Miami we'll see what Miami does. They still got Jimmy Butler. They still got some nice role players, but I got the Bucks going on the East, bro. I mean,
what's your I mean honestly, the sexy conference is the West. Let's just keep it honest. I mean, you can never count out LeBron. You can never count out the Lakers. You can never count out Steph and Golden State. I mean, then you turn around and you got Denver that's just went on a tear last playoffs and just destroyed everybody.
Almost swept Miami. They almost swept Miami.
And I mean, then that's not, that's just a couple to name the least. But I mean, look at Sacramento. They're an up-and-coming team. They almost beat Golden State. I mean, it's just, I'm a huge basketball fan, so I'm here for it. So I'm sure in the coming months, there will be a lot of basketball talk.
Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody I could see maybe OKC, maybe. I'm telling you right now, the Lakers have no shot, bro. The Lakers are done, bro. Just dismantle the team. Every Laker fan is going to tell you that, bro. Trade LeBron, trade AD, just start rebuilding because they're not going to do anything. That's just me. Golden Golden State, it's all about health. You got Klay Thompson. He came back from tearing both of his ACLs.
Both.
It takes at least 2 years to regain your old self back. So I'm expecting a big year out of him. You know, Steph Curry. You can't. There's no denying that. But unless if something crazy happens, I think the Nuggets are going to start a dynasty. I think the Nuggets are going to start a dynasty, bro. Mm-hmm. The Joker, I mean, Jokic, bro. I mean, probably the best big passing man the NBA has ever seen. Mm-hmm. I mean, almost 10 assists a game. They play solid defense, and what I love about them, if you saw, did you see the finals with Miami and the Nuggets?
A couple games. I didn't really
like
watch
highlights. I would say.
Yeah.
One of the things that I loved about Jokic is that he knows he's the best scorer on that team, and he did not score that many points. He was literally passing the ball, and they was playing just sound, fundamental basketball. They were passing the ball. They were playing team defense. They had a lot of zone coverage against Miami. That's why Miami couldn't score on them, because their zone defense was elite. You couldn't get in the post at all with them. And, I mean, if you combine that, chicken nuggets, cray. If you combine that with that team, it just gets deeper. You got Michael Porter Jr., you got Jamal Murray. I mean, bro, they got a dynasty going. If everything goes well and if they stay healthy, I'm thinking that they might win another 2 or 3 championships in 5 years. That's how good I think they are. Yeah.
All right. So we have a new subscriber in here. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm not one to talk politics. But we had somebody come in, and he wants to know what you think about Donald Trump. So listen, this is a complete side note. I would have waited till the end to bring this up, because we have one more segment that we have to do still. But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go off the cuff here, because this is what you're good at. So this is going to be your go here. So go for it.
You're putting me under a lot of pressure here about talking about politics and shit. And what do I say? I mean, politics put me to sleep. Cray. Yeah, I know. I mean, listen. I don't want to.
I'll make this. Listen, I'll make this easy for you. Give me a 30-second pitch of what your thoughts are, and go.
Yeah. Bro, we're fucking broke. I'm fucking broke. I'm getting $2.25 on my damn phone. All right. You have a president that can't even talk words and use words in context. He doesn't remember who he is. His son is like, getting high and fucking strippers all around the world. All our money is going to Ukraine. I mean, that's just, what else more can you fucking say, bro? You know what I mean? I wish some of that Ukraine money can go to DoorDash so we can get paid more than $2.25 a fucking order. I don't have to do no earn by time in this fucking bitch. All right? I don't have to use 10 apps to make fucking $2.50. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'll tell you this much. Politics for me, I don't know, man. It's, I like I told you, bro. Yes, it will. Now I'm gonna get that. Hey, speaking of,
we actually have talked about this.
So Matt, I'm gonna tell Cray because I told you already. But Cray, shout out to her. She's always very supportive, very very sweet person. I went to the gas station the other day, and I wanted to get a few drinks. I had a really bad day. This was a 0% acceptance rate that I had. It just really pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, I need to get a drink. I haven't drinking in over a week. And I go inside and I see Monster came out with an alcoholic beverage. Monster. Now, if you guys remember when Four Loko came out, they actually had to ban certain ingredients in Four Loko, because Four Loko was being mixed with an energy drink, the ingredients with energy drinks. And that's what got the name Four Loko, because it would just make you go crazy. I mean, you remember that first time you had your first Four Loko? I mean, everybody is, when that first came out, I know at least everybody had it once. Everybody had it once, bro.
Hey, carry on. I got to let Riker out. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, you guys remember that? That was crazy, bro. I remember I was running around like crazy. My friend had a basketball. We were shooting, and I was like, bro, I don't want another one because I feel like my heart's about to like go to heaven or something. It's gonna float all the way up to the sky, right? This was Monster. They come out with something like this. They are freaking nuts. I would never in a million years even consider drinking that. Never. I would like to know, have any of you guys, if you had that in your gas station, and I want you guys to put it in the chat, would you guys try an alcoholic beverage made by Monster? It is nasty. It is probably nasty. I hate the Monster Energy drink myself, so I would even try it. Hell no for me. But yeah, you know, anytime when you go to the store, you're trying to buy like a couple of beers, you see something freaking crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, I think the next company that's gonna come out with an alcoholic drink is probably gonna be Goya. Like, you know, the Goya that you like, you know, you make you know, rice and beans with. I feel like Goya is gonna come out with like hard seltzers and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be the next company to do it. It's freaking nuts what these companies are doing nowadays. Everybody want to get in the alcohol game, right? Yeah, it was pretty nuts. So D Stone said that he tried the Monster beer, tastes straight like the energy drink. Oh, yo, that's a good one, Craig. Goya Sazon Seltzer. Yo, imagine they have the Guandules taste. Oh my god, man! Imagine they had a Guandules hard seltzer. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Freaking crazy, bro. But yeah, we you know, we might have to try some Mad Dog 2020. I told Cray that maybe we should bring her on the StreamYard and we all try it out together because, you know, she knows what it is, man. That Mad Dog, you have one of those, it hits different, man. You know what I mean? Sazon Seltzer, yes, Blade. But yeah, these companies are getting out of hand with these alcoholic drinks, bro. Just stop, man. It's getting too much, you know what I mean? So but yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, Matt, are you gonna try one? Do you think you have one around your area?
Yeah, I should be good. I should be able to find one.
Might have to have no.
D Stone said Doritos just dropped a seltzer as well.
Nah, you bugging. I had to see a picture of that. Yeah, MD 2020 flight tasting. Yes. Oh man, you know, and we're gonna and I want to ask Cray, what's her favorite flavor? Because if she hasn't tried all the flavors, then we definitely got to do the flight.
She said, "I love Doritos."
No, man, yo, those are really good drinks, man. I like the lime one. The lime one is.
I'm
really
looking
good.
it up right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's really freaking good.
You said it's a seltzer. He said.
Yeah,
he's not. He's not. Yeah, he's not kidding. They dropped the seltzer.
He's not capping. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm gonna have to try that out. That's kind of crazy. Let me see. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that out, bro. That's gonna be really good. Yeah, nobody will.
Okay. So our episodes we were going to run for an hour. I know one section of our segment went a little farther than we expected it to. So we have one more segment. I know a lot of people really don't care about sports, but there was something that happened, and the only reason why I want to bring it up is because Hector's a diehard Jets fan. You had a little thing happen with your Jets. Yeah, I mean, you have Colin Kaepernick wanting to play for the Jets now that you lost your quarterback.
Well, you know, Aaron Rodgers slipped and fell after 4 plays and destroyed his career. Yeah, that's the kind of luck we have. So we're searching for a quarterback. And
I mean, you have one.
Yeah, I mean, we have Zach Wilson, but you know, he's, you know, I don't know. He sees ghosts. He sees horses. He sees donkeys. he can't throw for his life, bro. So, you know, they're looking for a quarterback. And, Colin Kaepernick has been trying to come back in the league for 6 years. And he knew that the Jets needed a quarterback so bad that he wrote a letter to the Jets, to Joe Douglas, who's the GM of the Jets, and to the Jets organization. Do you think that I should read this letter? What do you guys think? Should I put a thumbs up, or should we save it for next week and really have a breakdown of it? Because I think this is a very long conversation. It's a conversation that has to stop. That really, it's a long conversation.
I think what we do is we because you have some notes on it. So why don't you can start your segment next week, and we'll start off the show with the Colin Kaepernick thing. Let's tell them about the Warheads. What our plan was tonight.
Yo, Matt.
So first off, I've been doing this thing called a mukbang challenge on my original channel. So this is how this got brought up.
Bro, first of all, you struck out, my boy, because I told you about it. You're like, oh, I got a bunch of them. And I said the same thing. Remember, I sent you the picture. I was like, yo, bro, I sent you the picture. Yo, I go back to the supermarket, no lie to you. A few days later, they only had 2 left, and I grabbed them. And it was a lemon flavor. So, we were, if you guys...
Explain to them what they are.
So it's basically soda in a Warhead flavor, and they had blue raspberry, they had cherry, they had lemon, and I was like, yo, we need to try this, because as a child, I mean, everybody had Warheads, right? I mean, we all had Warheads.
Yeah, 100%.
We liked them so much that we were literally burning our tongues and burning our top of our mouth just to have all of them. I remember I ate a box one time, and I couldn't even eat for like a week because it was completely burnt by all the sourness. Right. So yeah, Matt was like, yeah, let's go get it. Well, today shows up, and as you know, Matt's had a lot of issues this week, a lot of trials, a lot of testy stuff, and he went last second to get it, and unfortunately it's all sold out everywhere in his area. No, there isn't. Now I'm gonna have to look this up, bro. Now, see,
no way. No,
I guess
way.
Warhead is. Oh man,
that could be interesting. Because honestly, 4 Locos will fuck you up.
I can't, bro. Oh yeah, it is true.
Let me see.
It's right here.
Oh my god.
It says sour cosmic punch, 13.9%. Really? They had to put the 0.9. Just say 14. What the hell?
Wow.
I don't know if I could do that.
Tony's out here dropping gems on us right now.
Wow, bro. That's crazy. Well, so we were supposed to get the soda and do the trial today, but Matt's going to go really hard, I hope, to go find the Warhead. He's going to find the Warhead soda. Are we going to, you think you'll be able to find it? What do you think?
Yeah, I should be able to find it by next week, by next Friday. That shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I just got to recoup a lot of money, man. I dropped over a band this week just on car stuff, so it's been.
Yeah, I know, man. And that's another thing we're gonna bring to the channel too. I didn't know that Matt was so good with cars, very intelligent about diagnosing his car. I mean, he diagnosed his issues with this cobalt this week like nothing, and he's for example with the situation today. Yeah, you fixed it tonight, and you got it up and going, and you found out why your car was shutting off, and it was you had to do some cleaning, and you had to get a piece, and there you go.
I was having some issues. I had a crack in a hose that was going to my. So there's a box that was on top of my throttle control, my throttle body. But plus when I took that off the other day to do my alternator. The throttle was completely caked with like oil. So that was like catching. So like that was having some issues there. But I also was having some issues with this cracked hose, this rubber hose. So instead of just replacing the hose right now, because I was just trying to see if it would fix the issue, I took some black electrical tape and I went around it real tight. And then I put the clamps back on and it fixed the issue instantly. I no longer had the surge of like the up, down, rapid, acceleration or stuff like that, RPMs. And so like I fixed that, and then it's so nice to feel like I'm finally getting somewhere.
Now you got to throw some holy water, and you got to do some shit to it, kick it a few times.
Yo, that's a whole other thing we didn't even talk about, bro. My weekend before
with Amish Nation,
with the Amish thing.
Yeah, bro. I was worried about him. I told him keep in contact with me because I told him if you lose service and you end up in a dark house, you're gonna end up being a sex slave. I told him, bro, and I'm never gonna see you again. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, it's like in the movie Get Out, bro. You know when that guy was gone, he was gone, bro. So yeah, we got to talk about that too. And I mean, now that we're here, and I think we're gonna, close out soon. I mean, what we're gonna give people also too is, in this gig economy, I feel like there's some things that are not talked about as much that I was bringing up to Matt, and one of the things I think a lot of people in the gig world struggle with is that we have a lot of introverts that kind of don't know how to approach people when they're trying to pick up an order or how to approach an employee. And, I'm going to show, because I've worked in the restaurant industry for 8 years. I have a lot of hospitality experience, and, I had to deal with, different personalities every day. So in this channel, we will also, try to show you, the best way to approach employees, how to ask the right questions, and, potentially, be friends with them. And, maybe you might get a few catering orders, or you might get something for free. But it's always good to have a good rep with, the people that you pick up from. And I know some people struggle with that, and it's fine. I struggle with that too. I was an introvert too before I was in the restaurant industry. And I think, most of these people probably have not had long-term jobs. I don't want to say not all of them, but some of them have not had jobs. And so they have a hard time on how to approach. And so we're going to teach them that. And also for if there's any single women or men, we are also going to teach you how to talk to a girl. Yes, we are. All right. It's really not that hard, gentlemen. Stop staring at the tits. Stop staring at the ass. Stop staring at the face, and stop saying you beautiful. It's not going to work. Okay.
You got to say I'm a horse.
Yeah, yo soy un caballo. That's what you gotta say when you go to the. Well, that's another conversation. We'll talk about that another time. But we're also gonna teach you. We're also gonna teach you how to talk to women. If you're afraid or you see a girl that you like and you don't know how to talk to her, well, guess what? You found the guy, and I'm the guy. Yo. So I think we're gonna have a one-on-one.
Hold on. Let me give some feedback on this. So we were all on a 3-way call one day, and I'm driving. We're all working, whatever, just chopping it up, whatever. I'll bring Rydell in on Hector and I's conversations, and it's a good time, whatever. So Hector brings up this thing about from the lounge, this and that, the lounge 2.0, whatever, and so what I will do is I will randomly just like, as it's just, there will be a silence, and I'll be like, yo girl, I'm a horse. And if you don't know the whole backstory behind it yet, we'll go into it next week, but it's just funny.
We got inside jokes. We got a lot.
Yeah, there's inside jokes, and I'm just going to leave you on that cliffhanger because it's just, I will be the first to admit it. My Riz is rizzed out. I have 0. So.
And one last thing before we go. You see, you see this fade. Yo, this fade is tight, my guy. All right, yo, look at that. All right, we're gonna have to find. Thank you. We're gonna have to find Matt a barber. Okay.
No, he said barber. My line is you are beautiful.
Bro, listen, we're gonna have to find you a barber, preferably the one that has a pool table and some Coronas. All right, that's playing a little bit of bachata.
Oh, he's about to drop something on me. Here we go.
And so we need to find them because, yeah, bro, we need to do something with that because this guy's getting his haircuts from like super super chats or super
called Great Clips.
Supercars, Scat Pack haircuts. I don't even know what's it called, bro.
It's called Great Clips, sports clips.
Great Clips, 50 Shades of Clips. I don't know what do you want to call it, bro, but yeah. We're gonna help Matt find a barber, and we're gonna resurrect his hairstyle. We're gonna make it more better.
I need to resurrect my hairline.
I didn't say anything. That was you. I didn't say anything about that. Don't come at me later on saying you were talking shit about my hairline. It wasn't me. You started this, okay? All right. Because you know who you kind of remind me of Anuel. He's like the Spanish guy. If there's any Spanish people in the chat, but you kind of have his hairline, you know, Anuel. I want you to look him up. I'll send a picture just for you this week. Yeah, I want you to get something similar to that, you know. So, so we'll also talk about that. And you know, we'll just be really honest with you guys. If you guys have anything for us that you want to discuss about, we could bring it up. And,
I'm gonna drop the email inside the bio of our channel. So we'll go through the emails, and each week as we grow, I want to have a segment where I read emails, and then we will respond to your emails, no matter the questions. I mean, to an extent. I mean, let's not be so I don't want to answer anything. It's just completely like demographically nasty. Like I'm not, I mean, at the end of the day, we're a channel that's trying to grow, and at the end of the day, we're going to want to be monetized, and we can't say certain things on YouTube's platform, and you got to respect that. So, but I mean, I will, so we'll see how it goes. He said a Dominican would push his hairline back further. Right.
Yeah. Well,
the Dominican would push his hairline back further.
Bro, my hairline, listen here, right though. This hairline crispy, all right? Look at that. That takes a lot of hard work, okay? Not many people with this many wrinkles on their forehead have a hairline like this, okay? All right? It is salt and pepper up in this bitch, okay? You see that? That took a lot of years of stress to make some shit like that. Look at that, all right? Literally. Come on now, all right? Well, yeah, no, just like. But
shout out to everybody that's joined us tonight. We are up to 15 subs. When we started the stream, we were at 13, so we gained 2 more subs during the stream. So shout out to the 2 new people that joined. We are forever thankful for you guys. Hector, I want to say, good job tonight. I know this was your first time, stepping out of your comfort zone and doing this. You did a really good job. So, for the future, it's only going to go up from here. So I'm very glad with how the first episode went. And like I said, thanks everybody that came in, man. It's a learning curve for everybody, but we're going to get better as we go. And do you have any closing words that you want to say?
Go fuck yourself.
All right, guys. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you in the next one.